Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I'm excited to share with you guys yet another Aragon watch review. And this is one that it's one of their newer ones they've come up with. And this is going to be kind of an interesting one that I want to share with you guys, again, from Aragon, in the fact that, one thing that I like to do on my channel is you guys have noticed that, I get tons of comments, whether they're positive or negative, and I always moderate those comments. And my point is that if you're positive, you may not like that big over-the-top Invicta. You may not like some of the big over-the-top Aragons. They kind of share a very similar theme. But each company makes something that's for everybody. You don't always have to, just because it's an Aragon or Invicta, doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be a big, giant, over-the-top watch. And so when you guys have watched my other watch reviews, and you may have checked out some of my smaller models, whether it be by Neymar or these other brands that I've gotten as samples for review, it's great to be able to share products for people who maybe you're like, I like watching the channel, but, or in the past, I like watching the channel, but it doesn't really have anything that's really for me. I don't really want to watch that big. I just personally don't like it. Well, Aragon has come up with a couple watches that are, just like Invicta does, that are, I would say, not necessarily smaller, but more wearable if you're the kind of guy who doesn't like something really oversized. And a lot of times, some people refer to, you may just want a watch that's very clean and simple. And a watch that I kind of think mentally when I think of this watch that I'm about to share with you guys, that's clean and simple, is a Movado. Movados have a very minimalistic face. There's not much to them. In most cases, there's not even markers on them. And so this watch kind of shares, I think, that theme. Now, it looks nothing like a Movado, but when I show it to you, I think you'll kind of get where I'm going with that. Is that if you're looking for a watch that's very, very clean, more approaching the dress side of watch, but on a larger scale, I think you guys are really going to like this one. All right, so this one here is called the Aragon Radius Red Date. Now, I wish Aragon would come up with some better names for their watches. They just always come up with these kind of, I don't know, I just call it the Radius, you know what I mean? But anyway, nonetheless, it's to each their own. That's their that's how they want to do it, and they're doing a great job making watches. So who am I to tell them otherwise? All right, so this is it right here. Let me go ahead and show it to you, and you'll see when I show it to you, it's a very, very minimalistic face. There's not much to it. You basically have your chrome or your mirror polished markers, and then you have your Aragon logo right in the middle. Your standard Aragon style hands. They always like to use that kind of square block on the second hand. I'm not really sure what you call that there. They don't always list it on their website. And then you have this very, very minimalistic, clean, mirror polished case. Aragon logo on the side of your screw down crown. Standard case back. This is a non-automatic watch. This is a quartz. And a double-stepped, very, very slight double-stepped bezel on this one here. And again, a very, very simple mirror polished, just a clean band. Double fold over locking deployment double push button deployment clasp with safety clasp on the back. Aragon logo on the back of the band. And what's the coolest part about this watch is how they do the date. Now basically you basically have a kind of a skeletonized cutout, okay, of all the numbers of the month, all the way through 31, all the days. I know it's hard to see by that video here. But basically that ring on the inside there that you see, those are all numbers. And what happens is when you come upon the day, the current day, there's something on the inside of the watch that highlights it bright red. So this is not currently set correct, but it is set on the 20th right now. So very, very interesting design. I will say though, it is just not the, and you'll see what I mean, but it's very, very clean looking. It's very, very clean. This kind of reminds me of some of the Alexander watches I have, where you have a dress style watch that's just clean, not really, I wouldn't even consider this a dive style, but you do have that nice big 50mm case. So that's something that if you like the big watches, but you want something a little more clean and classic, or very minimal, this would be a great watch to have in your collection. I believe this is the same band they use on the Savant. Aragon a lot of times will use the same band on different watches, which is something that I think is I think sometimes it'd be nice if they I like when they do something very different over the top. This one here I would believe is I would say is very, very similar to the Savant, just like the one I just showed with you guys right here. I just reviewed that one there. Oh, we're losing battery power here, guys. Let me plug this in real quick here. I don't want to have to record the video here. I kind of burned through these batteries quite a bit. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. All right, so very, very simple in design compared to even the new open heart. I forget what this one's called already. I just reviewed the damn thing with the domed domed crystal right there, K1 crystal. Very, very similar. You can see minimalistic case, very simple in design, just domed versus flat. And this is actually, you probably can see this a little bit better now, or at least I can see it because it's plugged in. It doesn't really change it for you guys, I guess. But the only negative thing I have to say about this watch is the highlight of this watch is the fact that you have your red date, and that's what actually gets illuminated or highlighted with that red on the inside. But when looking at it, it's very, very difficult to make out the date once you get into the double digits. They should have maybe made that a little bit larger, but it probably had to do with the movement they used in the watch. But nonetheless, it's a really, really cool design, and it's very different. It's a different way of showing off the day of the month. Let me go ahead and just tell you a little bit more about it right off the website. It's powered by a S. Epson VX42 EIR movement. I believe that's some sort of quartz movement. I didn't really research, who makes it or what. I assume it's Epson. Black dial color. It is available in, I believe, three different color combinations. You have kind of a baby blue, the black, and the purple. They also make a different execution on this one here. Same watch, but the day of the week is actually, I believe it's the day of the week. Let me just double check that. Instead of having the day of the month, you have the same process as illuminating the day of the week, and then you have a small window showing the day of the month. I happen to like this one better just because I think it's a unique way of showing off the day of the month. Again, purple, black, or baby blue. As far as water resistance, 660 feet of water resistance, 9.5 ounces on unsized weight. It says red date marker, 9¼ inches in band length, 24 inches in band width. Millimeter, or 9¼ inches in band length, 24 millimeters in band width. That'd be really big for those 24 inches. That would be like the new Invicta. Anyway, K1 hardened crystal screw down crown and made of 316L stainless steel, which is pretty much standard across the board. Show you a couple more close-ups of the watch. Like I said, I think you guys will agree it's a very, very minimalistic design, very, very simple, and very, very classy looking. This I could see actually be worn with a suit in the office or whatnot. Like I said before, you can wear your Invictus anywhere. I wear mine to work every day. I always rotate my watches. I always want to wear something different, whether it be a big watch or a small watch, Invicta, Aragon, Bulova, whatever. But this is the kind of watch that, I've said, the only time I ever state that it would be occasion specific is, let's say you were going to a job interview. I would not wear the big giant Sea Hunter to that. I would wear something a little more I would say classy. I don't mean that to put the Invicta down in any way. You guys know I love Invicta, I love the Aragons, but just something a little more not so over the top, just a little more classic, more an office watch to be worn with a suit. And this I would consider a watch to be worn with a suit or a nice dress shirt where you're not looking to do anything over the top, just a classy, classic feel. All mirror polish, the entire watch, case, crown, everything on this particular piece. You see that red date right there. Alright guys, so let me go ahead and throw it on. Now this one I did not size because, again, mirror polish watches, when I get them on sample, I don't always want to size them just because I don't want to wear them and then potentially scratch them. So let me go ahead and throw it on the wrist. I got a 7-inch wrist. I weigh about 165 pounds and about 5'7", so naturally all watches look pretty big on me. And you can just see what a 50 millimeter looks like. You always want to wear your watch, pretty snug when it comes to a watch this size. This is not how you wear a watch, guys. Of course, to each their own. I'm not going to hate you for it, but it's not a bracelet, it's a watch, right? Real nice mirror polishing on this here. And remember, guys, I've gotten a couple comments where people, when we get into those debates, and I know you guys like to be a part of them too, about quality of finishing and stuff. But guys, when it comes to 316L stainless steel, which is pretty much across the board on what almost everybody uses, whether it's mirror polished or brushed, whatever that finish, it's the same thing. There's no coating on it to prevent it from scratching. It's just either it's polished or it's not. And depending on what finish you get, it's polished watches, no matter who you get them from, unless it's a ceramic, are going to eventually scratch. And, it doesn't mean that they're going to look ugly. I mean, you could abuse a watch, but I have several watches that have, mirror polishing or combination mirror polishing. You'll notice the spots that are polished, they will scratch. There's no way around it. That's the nature of the beast right there. But good looking watch, innovative design, and as always, you get that Aragon quality. Aragon's done some really exceptional things this year. Really can't go wrong with a mirror polished stainless watch with a black face. It just really is sophisticated looking. Alright guys, well there it is. That is your Aragon. Which one was this one here? The Aragon Radius Red Date. I will put a link in description with some more information about it in case you missed it in the video. I'll put a link where you can get these through eBay or Amazon or directly through the manufacturer. Guys, what I'm doing also, I just want to keep this in mind if you guys are a big Aragon watch collector, which there's people who are fanatical about them, just like Invicta. I love the company. They're like my #2 go-to watch. Sometimes my #1. Like I have a couple Aragon watches that I wear more in some cases than my Invictas. I love them all across the board. I'm always in a mood to either wear one or the other. Like I said, I mean, it's great having a huge selection of watches where there's always something you can wear. But I am working with them, and after I review every one of their watches, I am going to create a website where I will be actually selling this stuff, and I'll have it drop shipped from the manufacturers where you can actually buy it directly through my website. The website is not created yet, so stay tuned for that. And but for now, if you do want to help support the channel, I greatly appreciate it. Go ahead and use my links in description. How it works is anytime you click an Amazon or eBay link, anything you buy through those links actually gives the Fat Cat Collections a kickback commission for your purchase. If you don't want to make a purchase and you just like enjoying watching the videos, that's okay too. Totally up to you on whether you guys want to do that or not. It's just a free way to actually help to support the channel and have me keep this process going. And buying new watches to share with you guys, so it benefits both of us. So anyway, please do subscribe to the channel. As always, over 10,000 subscribers. I've just cracked that mark. It's actually phenomenal. I really hope we can get up, keep going with that. And I think we will. I mean, I'm reviewing a lot of different cool products, and people seem to like the channel. And I'm honest with you guys, as always, and I just absolutely love sharing my passion with you guys. First and foremost, watches, but you guys know I have the smart home stuff, the tech gear. I'm into that stuff too. I mean, it's a lot of fun making these additions to your home and customizing. It's just really, I'm just very passionate about that, and I hope that comes across in the video. All right, but when you do subscribe, please click the bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video, because this way you don't have to actually go to the channel and see, did he put up new videos? You'll automatically get an email saying, hey, Fat Cat Collections has uploaded a new video, hopefully just like you just got right now. Alright guys, thanks again, have a wonderful day, and take care.